Hello, everyone, and good morning. Before we start, can everyone hear and see me? I just want to make sure that I haven't screwed that up. Turn on this light as well. Sweet, awesome, glad to hear it. So welcome to Tidy to Hack Up. My name is Surya, and let's go ahead and get on with this presentation so y'all can get started hacking sooner. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Alrighty, sweet. So welcome to Tidy to Hack Up. This is going on this weekend, March 12th to March 14th. My name is Surya. I am a coach with MLH, and I am a third-year CS major at Georgia Tech. There's my social as well as Major League Hacking social in case you want to go ahead and follow us on there. You can also just go ahead and follow along online. We're going to be posting much updates on our social media, with cool events that are happening and whatnot. So be sure to go ahead and join us on there. So this is the crew that's going to be helping everyone out this weekend. There's going to be me, the Eastern coach Surya, the Pacific coach, which is going to be Elizabeth, our APAC coach, which is going to be Kunal, and our other APAC coach, which will be Sashrika. So if you are planning on being more productive for your New Year's resolution, Tidy the Hack Up is definitely something that you should do to check off your checklist. Whatever you build, though, focus on having fun, and it should be a very fun weekend indeed. Before we go any further, though, make sure you go ahead and sign up for the hackathon. Make sure you register. You can go to this link, hackp.ac/tidythehackup to go ahead and sign up. Make sure you join the Discord chat. That's where we will be sending all of our major updates, all of the links to any mini events that we're having. So make sure you join us on our Discord. Also, you're going to want to make sure you sign up for your swag. That's going to be happening at hackp.ac/tidythehackup check-in. So make sure you do that so you can get your swag. And yeah, so what exactly is MLH? What is this little thing in the corner over there? Major League Hacking, basically, our mission is to empower hackers, and we do that pretty much every weekend. We're known as the global hacker community, as I said earlier, it is our mission to empower hackers. And speaking of hackers, we got over 135,000 hackers just like you. Y'all are creating projects every single weekend, so we love supporting y'all. Something that you can do is win community points for your school. So if you have friends from your school and you want to go ahead and get some points for your school in our season-long rankings, you can go ahead and do that. Just grab a couple of your friends and have them do a hackathon with you. And at the end of the year, we go ahead and select the school with the most number of points and just say that they won the most community points. Now, before I jump into the details of this weekend's hackathon, something that I wanted to share is that we have our MLH local hack day coming up. This is going to be March 28th to April 5th. You can sign up at lhd.mlh.io, and it's just going to be a full week of learning new skills, going to multiple workshops, and it should be a whole lot of fun. I believe there are a bunch of mini events, and you can win prizes from that as well. So it should be a very fun time. So if you're interested in that at all, go ahead and sign up at that link that I just mentioned. The next 48 hours are going to be jam-packed with activities. So we're hosting a ton of workshops and live streams today. We're also going to be doing mini events. So I'll go through and explain what we're going to be doing this weekend. So today at 11 a.m. Eastern time, I have all the other times listed there as well for the other time zones. We have the introduction to threat hunting using Elastic Security. This is going to be hosted by our fabulous Fazia. So she's going to do an awesome job. Again, that's 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested in that at all, go ahead and make sure you go to that. Then today at 6 p.m. Eastern time, the wonderful Jack will be doing the Connect to APIs Together workshop. That should be a fun time as well. Jack is awesome. So if you're interested in that at all, go ahead and join there. Kunal will be hosting a debugging session. This will be happening tomorrow, but at 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're in the Eastern time, it will be happening way in the morning, but 10:30 p.m. Pacific time, and all the other times are also listed there. Then we'll be having on Sunday, this will be at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. This will be the Build an SOS app using Xamarin and Twilio. This will be hosted by Aditya. He's also awesome person. I really want to meet all these people in person at one point. I actually got hired by MLH right when COVID started ramping up. So I've actually never done an in-person hackathon. So it'd be cool to meet all these people. I've known everyone online and everyone here is super cool, but it'd be cool to meet them in person. All right, so those are our workshops, but we also have a bunch of mini events that we'll be hosting. So we have our usual hacker hangouts. These are the times that they're going to be happening. There will be 3 of them. And this is basically just allowing you to take a break from your project, get to know the other hackers that are at the event, and just chill for a little bit. So that should be a lot of fun. We have 3 of those. And then we have other mini events. So Saturday at 9:30 p.m. This is going to be, or sorry, Saturday at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will have our cup stacking challenge. I know a lot of y'all have had a lot of fun doing that. So that should be a fun event. That's going to be happening 12 a.m. Eastern time. Then we have our No Light in Your Kitchen event. This is going to be happening at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. Then we have the U.S. Air Force Cybersecurity Challenges. These are a capture the flag style event, but you don't need any other prior knowledge about it. If you are completely fresh into it, that's totally okay. We walk you through everything. That's going to be happening 2 p.m. or 5 p.m. today, Friday, Eastern time. So that should be a lot of fun as well. And before I go on, I wanted to mention that everyone here will be able to get the 2021 season mascot mask. This is the Capital One and MLH mask that we have partnered up and made. So make sure you sign up for that swag link that I sent earlier to go ahead and be eligible to receive this. So what tools are available to you this weekend? Well, for one, we have our Google Cloud credits. You can check your email for up to $100 in free Google Cloud credits. But if you don't see anything in your email, go ahead and go to the link. I believe there in the Discord, there's the FAQ section or the FAQ channel, and we have the link in there. So make sure you go there if there's nothing in your email to claim those cloud credits. Next, we have domain.com. You can claim a free .space, .tech, or .online domain with up to 1 year of domain privacy. You can do this with the weekend code, and that weekend code is BGREEN. And you can go and navigate to there by going to hackp.ac/domain. We've also got our GoDaddy registry. These are going to be for our APAC friends. Same deal, you can claim your free domain name and website builder. And to get started, go to tech.study and use the weekend code MLHTID. DigiKey is also going to be supporting us this weekend. They realized that, with the move to online events, it's kind of hard to make these hardware hacks. So whenever you make a hardware hack, they think that's super cool. So they'll be doing their own prize for a hardware hack. And I'll go over all the prizes towards the end of the presentation. Linode's cloud platform, you can use Linode's cloud platform for a chance to win a Raspberry Pi 4 starter kit. And you can get $100 in free credits. So you can go ahead and get started at hackp.ac/Linode. We have also got DataStax. You can get started in a minute. You get 10 gigs for free. You can go ahead and go to hackp.ac/DataStaxAstra. Very cool platform for handling databases. We also have GitHub. We have our Drawn Octocat Win an Octocat event. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with this, but basically all you have to do is draw this Octocat and submit it. You got to tweet your entry at GitHub Education with the hashtags myOctocat and hashtag tidythehackup. At the end, we'll go through all the submissions and pick the best one. So I just said a lot of information, but these are all the prizes for all the information that I mentioned. So best use of Google Cloud is going to be the Google Cloud swag bag or the backpack. We have the best domain name. Those prizes are going to be a wireless phone charger and domain.com backpacks. For the Octocat challenge, we have the Octocat figurine. For the GoDaddy registry, we have the Hack from Home kit. For the best hardware hack, you're going to be getting the Grove Beginner Kit with the Arduino Uno R3. The best use of Linode will be getting the Raspberry Pi 4 starter kits, and the best use of DataStax Astra will be receiving the Blue Snowball mics. What else are we going to be doing this weekend, though? So there are a bunch of other, starter kits and ways for you to start your hack. One of those is going to be the GitHub Student Developer Pack. So if you're unsure of where to start or you don't know what tools you want to use, you should go ahead and go to hackp.ac/GitHub. There are a bunch of tools there. So if you're unsure of where to start, I think that'd be a pretty good place to check. We also have a bunch of other starter kits. We have the GitHub X and Node.js starter kit, GitHub and Python starter kit, and DataStax also has a starter kit. You can learn more about these at hackp.ac/learn. We also have the MLH Career Lab. So I know a lot of y'all are searching for internships and careers. I know I am right now. So you can check out any of these awesome companies. You can go to hackp.ac/careers to see if they have anything available. Now, is there anything else that you need to know? So we have our other kind of prizes that we're doing this weekend. So one of those is the around the clock hack. These hacks are hacks that save time and it aids productivity. So if you want to do something like that, there is a prize for that, and the best use or the best project that saves time and the aids productivity will receive the around the clock hack. We've also got the best spring cleaning hack. So this is a hack that helps clean up the environment. So it's a very green hack, which is kind of our theme this weekend for the spring cleaning. So if you want to go ahead and follow that theme, you don't have to. You can make whatever hack you want. But if you do, there is a prize for that. The best hack that cleans up the environment will receive the best spring clean hack. And these are going to be the overall prizes. So first place will be getting the Fire 7 tablets. Second place will be getting the Anchor Soundcore wireless earbuds. Third place will be receiving the Anchor PowerCore portable chargers. The Around the Clock hack will be receiving the Wakako Mini Presso Espresso machine. I know I want that one. And the best spring clean hack will be receiving the fancy brooms. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what the fancy broom is. I'll be asking the MLH team and getting back to y'all because I have no idea what it is. I've tried Googling it, but all I get are pictures of normal brooms. So I'll try to figure out what exactly that is. Now, if you submit a dev post submission, that means you have demoed your project. So you'll be automatically receiving an I demoed sticker. And this is a really cool sticker. I think it's cool how they have the person vacuuming. This is a one-of-one sticker, and it's only going to be offered for this event, so it's kind of special. But if you go ahead and submit a dev post, we will be shipping these out internationally, so it doesn't matter where you live, you will be getting one of these if you demo. So we want everyone to submit a demo regardless of what your progress is. So you should include a demo video. This should be a maximum of 2 minutes. Just show us what you built, demo what you built. I think that's the best advice I can give there. We're not looking for just a bunch of slides. Actually pull up what you made this weekend, and we would love to see that. If you're working on an older project, they must need updates. You have to share specifically what was updated, and you have to be very clear that this was something you worked on in the past. We will only be judging the updates, not the original project. You will also need to include a link to a public code repository. This way we can see, how exactly you coded it and what exactly you did. So you need to have all of these things, or else there is a chance that you could get disqualified. So make sure that you have these three components. So we're going to be using DevPost as we normally do. And I will, if you have any questions about DevPost, feel free to ask. But basically, that's where we go and do all of our submissions so everyone can see what everybody submitted. And that's where the judges will pull the projects from as well. So you can go to tidy-the-hackup.devpost.com to go ahead and submit your hack. So hacking starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I guess it's already started 13 minutes ago. Projects and DevPost must be submitted. The projects must be submitted on DevPost by 8 a.m. Eastern time, and then judging will begin at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's on Sunday. The projects are due Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, and the judging will begin Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Now, on a more serious note, MLH Hackathons are a safe space for everyone. By being at this event, you are agreeing to the MLH Code of Conduct. This includes organizers, mentors, judges, and hackers. If you haven't already, you should go ahead and read it. But the TLDR is to just be respectful. Harass and abuse will not be tolerated. If you're having any issues at all, please contact me. I have the MLH tag on the Discord. We want you to have a great time. If I'm offline or if you don't feel comfortable doing this for some reason or any reason at all, please send an email to incidents@mlh.io or go ahead and call the number in that link. Alrighty, well, that's all that I have right now. That is the opening ceremonies, but from now on, I will be taking questions. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But if you want to go ahead and hop off and get started on your project, that's totally cool as well. But yep, happy hacking, everyone. I'll be online for a little bit to answer any questions that you might have. Let's see, we've already got a question. What was the link for DataStax Astra? Let me go ahead and pull it up because I myself am forgetting as well. It's going to be hackp.ac/data. Layer 8 says just a link to all the links would be awesome. So that link is going to be hack.mlh.io. So go ahead and head over to that link. Let me just send it to all the destinations. MLH hack.mlh.io. To make sure you head over to that link to get access to all the information for what we just went over. Yeah, no problem. All right. Let's see. Mohi says, how do we start a project? So the first thing that you're probably going to want to do is, find a team to work with. So to do that, first thing you should do is join the Discord. I believe I've already shared the link in the slides, but I can go ahead and share it in here. Give me 1 second to pull that up. So that's going to be discord.gg.mlh. So you're going to go ahead and join that Discord, get yourself situated in there, and there'll be a team building section. So you can go and post, if you have an idea or what kind of people you need on your team. And so if you want to do a team, that's cool. Layer 8 says a team is good, but an idea might be enough. That's true as well. You don't need a team. You can go solo. But after that, you just start making a project and make sure you put everything in a code repo. And at the end, you go ahead and submit it onto DevPost. All right, let's see. So is the general project description... All right, so question we have is, so is the general project description just hack projects that will help you give a rewarding and healthy lifestyle, or can we make anything that relates to that? So that's just the overall theme of this weekend, but you can really create whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be related to that. We just have that as a guide, but we don't want that to limit you in any way at all. So you can actually make anything you want, but remember, we do have those special spring cleaning prizes for the best environmental hack. So keep that in mind if you want to participate for those prizes, but you can do anything that you want. I think this is basically the same question that I just answered. So, yep, you can create basically anything that you want. Hello, Adam. How are you? This is a good question. Is there a max team size? Think the max is 4 in terms of how many prizes you can receive. I believe you can have more, but we may not have the prizes for everyone on the team. I'll go ahead and confirm that, and I'll post an update in the Discord, but I believe the max is 4. Do you have any tips for first-time hackers? Yes, I do. All right, so basically, I think your best bet would probably be to go ahead and get yourself an idea. I think that's the most important thing, getting yourself a great idea. And personally, I think that comes from maybe a personal interest that you already have. So let's say, for me, for example, I'm very into cars. I love working on cars. That's my kind of passion. So I would try to create a project that somehow has something to do with cars. So maybe I make something where your phone can be mounted on the dashboard of a car, and when you're racing on a track, it can go ahead and tell you how fast you can go into a turn, like the maximum speed that you can turn at without slipping. So you get the fastest time on the track. Something like that maybe would be cool for my personal interest. So maybe look into what personal interests you have and figure out an idea that way. If you can find people on a team that have similar interests, that's great as well. Adam says, "What have I missed? Just opening ceremonies." um, not too much though, really. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. But basically, just surprises that we're going to be having this weekend. But those can all be found on the dev post. I'll go ahead and link that as well. Is there going to be a designated time to make teams? It's really whenever you want to. Um, I don't know if we'll have a designated team bonding event, but we do have that channel going always, the team making channel. I think. Let me check on what it exactly it's called. Yeah, the team building channel. So people are already in there just saying that, hey, I'm looking for a team. My experience is blah blah blah. I have more experience with this kind of code stack or design or something like that. So your best bet is to go into there, um, and see if you need anyone that has a certain skill set. Yes, Major League bread. That is what we are all here for. How many people usually participate? Um, Usually at our MLH hackathons, we have like I think maybe 140 plus submission, but sometimes it gets crazy and we get more people. So it really just depends. It's very different every time, to be honest. Well, he says, is there a fixed language in which you have to make this project? Nope. You can do anything you want with any language you want. Adam says, I made a team less than an hour before the deadline last week. Amazing. So we have, where is that? Could you provide a link, please? I'm assuming this is for the team bonding. So you have to join the Discord for that, actually. So the Discord is going to be discord.gg/MLH. So you can go ahead and join there. Make sure you go through the whole joining process. I believe you have to go to the Get Started tab and agree to some terms over there, and then you'll get access to all of the other channels, and you can go ahead and get started there. Yeah, no problem. Adam says if you want a new Major League bread recipe this weekend, I'm doing a different recipe today. Please share it and please send pictures and give us a comprehensive review on how the bread tastes. Alrighty, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. I'll be hanging around for the next couple of minutes, but I should be dropping this call pretty soon, I think. I'll be dropping it around 10:30 or so, which is in 6 minutes. Layer 8 says, is this some kind of insider I don't understand? I didn't know MLH bread was a thing. To be honest, neither did I. I'm just playing along with what's going on right now. Yeah. Adam, do you have an explanation on what MLH bread is? Abhi says, how can we submit our projects? That's a great question. So you're going to go ahead and submit on the dev post. I just put the link in the chat. So basically, you're going to make sure you have a demo video that has to be 2 minutes or less. And you should definitely show what your project is and what you built over the weekend rather than just a bunch of slides. You should have a description of what your project is, and you should make sure you add a code repository to there. And by the way, we also had one of our very own Jack made this really cool YouTube video on how to make a good dev post. So I put the link just now in the chat if any of y'all are curious on how to make a good dev post that will attract judges. Can you go solo or do you need a team? You can most definitely go solo. That's totally cool. So if you can't find a team, if you just want to go ahead and do a solo hack, totally cool. It's on Twitter. Last week, and we shared my bread recipe from Instagram, but Jack and Steven made it very much Jack style. Interesting. I'm looking forward to the new recipe this weekend. Abhi says, is there any deadline for the submission? Yes, there is. It's going to be 8 a.m. Eastern time is when your project has to be on DevPost. Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern time Sunday. So you can start hacking right now. You can start making a project, but it has to be in DevPost. That means that like your project just has to be on DevPost by 8 a.m. on Sunday, as judges will start judging shortly after that. Literally making the bread right now. Very awesome. What are you using, a bread maker, or are you just popping it in the oven? Is it possible to submit multiple projects? It is not. You must only work on one project, and it has to be either started this weekend, or if it's a previous project, you must mention what you're updating it with, and we'll only judge the updates. Doing it by hand. But how are you heating the bread up? How you can't heat bread with your hands. You need an oven for that, don't you? No, Lino just doesn't fit into my idea. Totally okay. You don't need to use every single one of them. I know Lino is pretty cool though. It'd be awesome to use it, but if you need any help, maybe figuring out how you can add stuff to your project or how to include stuff, there, we do have mentors available. You can create a mentor ticket in the Discord, and they can go ahead and help you out. Hey, you need their Raspberry Pi. They are very cool, and it's a fourth generation too. That's awesome. Okay, cool. What kind of bread is it though? Is it like, I don't know the different kinds of bread. Do breads have flavors, or do we just, or different types of bread? So like, what kind of bread? Is it like a regular loaf of bread? In Germany, we have a lot of different kinds. That's awesome. I've always wanted to visit Germany. Germany is honestly one of my dream destinations, partly to drive on the Nürburgring, which is a famous racetrack there. Um, I always race in on that track in like all of my games and pretty much memorize the track, but it'd be cool to actually drive on it. White Baps. I'm gonna have to Google that one. Oh, that's some cool bread. Okay, sick. It's like kind of a roll, but it's a complex roll. Cool. Yeah, it is definitely kind of hard to drive there. It's really cool though that they have the I believe it's called the Touristenfahrten. Probably definitely mispronouncing that, but I think it's like not a, I think it's, what is it? 30 pounds to do one lap, which isn't bad at all, to be honest. Definitely a difficult track though. How will the judges be judging when it comes to comparing pros and beginners? Will they judge more lightly compared to the pros? Um, they'll just be judging based on the video that you send and also what categories you send it for. They're not, since we don't have a beginner prize for this hackathon, they're not going to be really judging more lightly compared to the pros. Um, but they'll be judging very holistically. So it's not just going to be on technical achievement. It's also going to be on how good the idea is. Like if somebody can do a really cool project with all of this machine learning, but it's not really applicable to, or it's not really useful, or the idea just doesn't make sense, that's probably going to score lower than a project that doesn't have all of that technological achievement, but it's a really good idea. So they judge very holistically. Do I need to use GitHub or can I use Replit? Anything is fine, just as long as you submit some sort of repo. But all right, y'all, it is 10:31, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off. But if you have any further questions, go ahead and ask me on the dev post, or not on the dev post, on the Discord, and I'll get to you there. So thank you so much. Having network issue, will the video be available for later use? I think so. I think if you go onto our Twitch, you can go ahead and see our recordings. But yep, thank you so much, y'all, and I will catch y'all later.